from the dark side to the social entrepreneurship sector. It happened more by accident. I had a friend who was an angel investor in Desi Crew. He wanted me to start mentoring some of the folks there because I had experience in that business in BPO. And that's how I got involved in the sector, and I loved it because it was using my experience but at the same time having impact. So I wasn't flushing my experience down the tube. But the point that I came to earlier when I was asking them about their journey, how they got into social enterprise, was really to give you a feel for how you might be able to engage. So obviously attending such events and reading stuff is one thing, but there are several mailing lists and blogs and things like that that you could actually sign up for. Hopefully we'll have a resource booklet that we've prepared, but unfortunately don't have copies of, that actually have links to a lot of these things. So for example, Next Billion and things like that. If you subscribe to that, you'll get a lot of just information about goings on. So there's a really active blog called Tech Sangam, which talks about social entrepreneurship in India. But then also volunteering. So if you were to find a social enterprise that's in an area where you have some expertise and in your city, they're always struggling for talent. They'll tell you the key factor that's holding them back in growth is really quality of talent. So you may actually be able to spend some time volunteering with them on weekends or a few hours a week, giving them the benefit of your advice and suggestions, and in the process you begin to realize really what's going on. So that might be one step. The next step may be to do a short but a project, take a few months off from your regular job and do a specific defined project for one of these companies. Or if you're able to do something longer, there are actually great fellowships that will give you a 1 year or a 6-month exposure to the sector. And so that's the way in which I think baby steps can be taken that can bring you into the sector and then help you decide whether you actually want to make the transition. You actually could go to work for one of these social enterprises. And so Umesh, for example, actually has big social impact, but at his heart he's an IT services company, or a part of him is an IT services company. So he's looking for great project managers from an Infosys or a Wipro or a Cognizant to come and run delivery for him, with high predictability and maturity and all of the things that people at Infosys and Cognizant or Wipro do. So you could actually have an opportunity to work with him, to have impact at the same time, to look at the sector from inside. Talking about areas in which there are opportunities, and I think Chandra wants to talk some more, but I'll quickly throw some out there. So the big sectors that we focus on are energy, healthcare, education, and agribusiness. In agribusiness, we did a detailed research. We identified 15 different problem areas: water lifting, mechanization for small farm holdings, and so on and so forth. And I'm happy to share that report with you at any point so that you can look at those areas. In energy, we're looking at energy access through microgrids, using renewables, solar lighting, things like that, solar lanterns. In education, we're looking at devices that can reduce the dependence on a teacher, and improve access to maybe online technology in places with poor infrastructure. So like this, in every area, we have an investment thesis. In healthcare, we're looking at point-of-care diagnostic devices that can work in the field, that are rugged, that can be operated by a relatively untrained technician. And so there's a lot of research that has gone into each of these to identify the problem areas. It's not quite as just perfectly organized as I would like it to be, but at this time there is a fair amount of thinking that's there. If you engage with organizations like ours, you can explore those.
As you asked, in day-to-day life, what will be the smaller things what I can add upon? We have a classic example when my own partner, when I was starting this private limited company, asked me a simple question: how do you influence me by becoming a partner in your company? I said, what is a driver or your cleaning maid or anybody, your watchman or other people using as a water filter? He said there must be catching in the corporation tank, drinks this thing in a plastic container, they just fill it and drink it. I said, how many days they fall sick in a year? At least on an average 10 to 15 days, either of these people don't turn up. So it messes their own life. They start giving them, this water filter doesn't cost you much, 700 rupees and things. So a company like an IT company, classic example, have thousands of employees in a day. One weekend they go out to Mahabalipuram and spend a lot of money. Instead of that, they just imagine their one minion staff. They're able to give one water filter free from their own pocket. Or the company, the CSR activity can select the urban slum, and each household you give one water filter. What happens? So these are all small things which doesn't pinch your pocket, but still you can do the difference. Other thing, as I said, the market is too huge only in rural India. like medical camps. You just imagine an app, people who are talking about IT like him, they can really think. Already when I attended AFI, there are some companies who are working on small mobiles. Just keep it close to your heart or something like that. You can take the pulse rate or anything like that, or the heartbeat, and transform it to a bigger hospital where they can understand the patient's condition and give immediate treatment or something like that. So these are all great areas where you can work upon. And also rural this harvesting things like freezers, as he said. If you can give longevity for the vegetables and fruits and other things, what a normal farmer grows and brings it to the city to sell, that is going to be a great area where you can work upon. You are going to increase the shelf life for 10 to 12 hours. That is the typical transit time for a rural village to send it to Coimbatore or something like that. So these are all great areas where you can surely take back your money.
Bill, any other questions? Do you want to add anything to that?